Hello guys, I am Fidelis CB, and today I want to show all of you one of my projects. It's called Attendix. Now, with Attendix, students no longer need to write attendance manually on sheet of paper. Attendix eliminates that. Here we have start checking. Now, this start checking, if you're already on the system, if the student have already registered an account, once you click on start checking, the student will be able to just scan and verify that is checking and mark an attendance. But here we are going to go back to the registration process. Now, as a new student, you are going to see this checking register device student ID. Now, once you click on register device, you are going to register that device, and after registering that device, you can't use any other device to mark an attendance. Here we have your name, your matric number, the section you want to register for, then the semester, we have programs, we have year of study, then we also have department, then we also have the course enrollment at once. Now, when you're picking the course, you pick the course that you're doing for that semester or that section. After clicking, you're going to click scan fingerprint. Now, after clicking scan fingerprint, it's going to prompt you to scan your fingerprint on your device. If your device don't have fingerprint, it will make use of your face ID. After making use of your face ID or your fingerprint, once it captures you, it's going to prompt you that you have registered. Now, as a registered member or a registered student, once a lecturer starts a section for that your course, you will be able to check in. Here, we also have student ID. Once you click the student ID, so far you register on the device, you will have student ID automatically. So right now, I want to test and search for this student ID. I want to retrieve it. Now, student ID was found and saved on the device. Yeah. Now, if a student lost his or her device, that should not stop the student from checking in for that section. That is why we have the student ID retriever. With this student ID retriever, the lecturer can use his or her account to scan this ID, and after it's scanned, it's going to mark the student present. And here you can also see the courses that the student enrolled for. So let's go back. Here we have the lecturer portal. On the lecturer portal, the lecturer can open a section, close a section, and also analyze student data. Analyze the data of students on that section using our AI analysis engine on the system. So here on the we have 18 registered students on our database, 6 active courses and 0 section. Why is showing 0 section is because there is no section open right now. Here a lecturer can add a class and also view history of the last class. Here we have citizenship education TNS 111. I'm going to click on AI inside. Now the AI is going to analyze all the data of that section of that class and then show me students that are allowed to fail and also give me an advice for the student. So on the lecturer portal, the lecturer can do a whole lot of things. Now on this system, students don't create an account, they only register their device. It's only the lecturer that has an account on this system. So this means that the student cannot mark an attendance with any other devices than the devices that was used to register on this system. When that device gets bad, we can make use of the student ID. That is a QR code. The lecturer can scan the QR code and actually it will mark the student present. And now the lecturer can also manually override it as well. Let me show you. Okay, the analysis is over. Sorry, I think we're having poor network here. Yeah, the AI has shown us students that have risk in failing, and then how many times a student have entered the lecture since the section. The 3 section that was open, the student have not entered the class, so the student have high risk of failing. Here we have actions. Now when you click on these actions, it's going to give you an action. It's going to tell you, the AI is going to tell you what you can tell the student. Here we have the chat and you can also filter. Here, let's open a section. Here we have this class. I'm going to open this section. Once a session is closed, no student can sign in. And now, one of the things that the attendees do is that once a lecturer wants to start a section, it actually asks for the lecturer location. Now, if a student is far away from the classroom, once a student is far away from the classroom, the student cannot sign in, because once the student tries to sign in, it's going to measure the distance of that student and the lecture room. It's going to prompt up that the student is, let's say, 300 meters away from the classroom, so the student cannot sign in. So that is one thing about attendance. Now here we have scan student ID. This is what the lecturer can use on scan a student ID if the student device is bad. Now, the student ID can be searched on any device, but only the lecturer has the right to scan it. And then once it's scanned, it marks the student present. Here we have the class roster. The section is open. Once a student put their fingerprint, it immediately marks them present. But on default, they are absent. Here, the lecturer have right to override. Let's say the lecturer can use the ID or the lecturer override, which for the lecturer have to give us a reason why he or she is overriding. After clicking on overriding, what the system does is that the system will ask you reason for overriding. All what you need to do, select injury, fingerprint failure. Just give us a reason why you want to override. And if you have additional notes, you can also do that. Once the lecturer clicks confirm present, it's going to mark the student present. So there is how attendance works, and the student don't need to sign in any account. Immediately you have registered your device, just come on the device and just come to the side and click here. Here you can see it has marked the student present. And now after everything, the lecturer can export the file as an Excel file to view people that have signed in or not signed in. So that is one thing. Now once the lecturer view the Excel file, the lecturer can view in what's going on, see students that have signed in and students that are absent. It gives the lecturer control over everything. So a lecturer can, once a lecturer stop this section, it marks everybody that did not sign in, because these are all the students that registered for this course and now they are all absent. These are per department as well. The lecturer can filter it per department because this is kind of a general course if it is. So that is how attendance works. So attendance can be used in an establishment. It can also be used in a private office in our organization. It's not only for student attendance. Attendance can be used in any establishment. So I want to call on the public that if you find attendance useful, you should please message us so we can also establish one for your company, for your staff attendance system. So thank you and God bless you. I still remain Fidelis CB, all the way from Fide TV Media Studio. Peace and love. Thank you.